What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're finally gonna be working on this fucking 240 again. It's been way too long since I've touched this car. I've worked on it slowly, like the head and stuff, without actually touching the car, but today we're finally gonna start working on assembling the whole long block. Last video I worked on the head and I got the head ready, but now the head is ready to attach to the block. Basically just get the motor ready to drop into the car. I got the bare block right here. I have my tools right there and I have a box of random parts. So let's see how much we can get done today. And yeah, we're just gonna work on this and just try and get this as completed as possible. I'm not gonna be able to finish it today because I still need to figure out the rat's nest as the intake manifold with all the vacuum lines and stuff. My main goal is to get the head gasket, the head put on, all the timing components and the front timing covers on, the valve cover as well. And then after that, the whole long block is completed and it's just accessories like the alternator, power steering pump, and all that miscellaneous stuff. So I can't wait to see how this motor looks like. I have the head over here. This is kind of a sneak peek as to what it's gonna look like inside the car with the freshly painted timing cover and the valve cover. So let's get straight into it. I'm gonna just show you guys how to start assembling the whole long block. The very first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just get all the tape and shit off of this block. I already took off this tape that was right here. Left my hand all fucked up, but I should have probably taken this off sooner. But I'm gonna take off all the tape, and then it left a bunch of like duct tape on here. So I'm gonna try and get some acetone and clean off all the surfaces really good. But I'm gonna take everything off, leave the bare block. I'll probably leave this just to protect the pistons on top. I haven't seen this block in literally like a month and a half, so hopefully no moisture got into it, but I did leave it sealed up, so it should be good. And I had bags over it, but it was raining for like a week and a half straight at one point, so hopefully it's good. The first thing we're gonna do today, I'm gonna attach the head first. I have the head here ready, so I'm gonna get everything off the block and get it ready for the head. I got everything off of the head. Took off all the tape and everything. It's literally just the bare block and ready to start assembling everything. But the duct tape left behind like a bunch of surface shit, so I need to clean all that up with some acetone. So I'm gonna clean all that up with some acetone. Clean up the front. You can see some duct tape residue right there. And there was a lot of duct tape residue on the bottom right here by the oil pan. And the duct tape was kind of picking up some of the paint, but for the most part it's done. What I'm gonna do next right now is clean those surfaces, and I'm also gonna try and clean these pistons a bit. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a bunch of little surface rust. Like, it's literally barely anything because I can literally rub it off with my finger. But there's surface rust inside of these cylinders, especially on this one. Oh, you can see it right here, bad. But I can literally just rub it off with my hand. You could just see all this carbon buildup in here. It literally looks like dirt. Then I'm sure this is not good to have inside your head. So I'm gonna clean up the surface rust either with just a rag, try and rub it off, or I might use that really fine Scotch-Brite green pad that I used in my last video to clean up the camshafts. Once the surface rust is clean, I'm gonna coat the walls with a little bit of assembly oil. I'm gonna turn the crankshaft manually to get every cylinder to the very top, and I'm gonna just clean it all off and try to get rid of all this black shit that's on here. I'm gonna just try and clean them as best as possible. I wanted to completely disassemble the block to be able to really clean the pistons, but there's this saying that if you take a motor apart, it loses its magic, so I'm pretty sure this is still assembled from the fucking factory. And if it blows up, then I'll just put forged pistons and build the motor and shit. But yeah, I'm gonna just try and clean this up as best as I can. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Clean the surfaces and clean the pistons. Alright, little update. Let me show you guys what I've done so far. I went ahead into each piston and I just try and vacuum like all the debris that was there, because the last thing I want is to turn the crankshaft and it pushes some of the hard carbon buildup and it scratches the walls. I know a lot of people might be watching and be like, what the fuck, why is he using Scotch-Brite on the fucking cylinder walls? Honestly, bro, I mean, first of all, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, straight up. Second of all, it was really fine. I was literally putting no pressure and it feels literally perfect. There's no scoring inside. There was no way I was gonna leave that surface rust in there. That's the only way to take it off, basically. I vacuumed up all the debris. As you can see, they're still really dirty. I'm gonna turn the crankshaft manually. I'm gonna just reach each piston to the top. Cylinder 1 and 4 will both be flat, and then once these are clean, I'll put those down and I'll put these two up, and then these two will be up at the same time. And when they're all the way at the top, that's when I'm gonna just go ahead and really clean up. I'm gonna just Scotch-Brite those and try and get as much of that black gunk out of there as possible. That's the plan for right now, to try and clean these pistons. Hopefully they come out good. I forgot what the last thing I recorded was. Let me give you guys a little update on what the fuck I got going on. All right, I cleaned the pistons as best as possible. I just fucking Scotch-Brighted these, and like all this is like what was on the valve, so this isn't gonna come off. That shit is like literally welded to the fucking piston. But as you guys can see, that shit already looks a lot cleaner than what I did before. There's no more like particles in it. If there is, there's like little tiny ass like dust molecules, but I'm not gonna be able to clean these 100% unless I remove them. So that's good for now. This surface is nice and clean. I took off all the leftover duct tape residue. Now the next step is literally to attach the head and the head gasket. So I got this copper Permatex spray gasket. I know some people say to do it, some people say to not do it, but I got it, so I'm gonna fucking do it. Literally all you gotta do is just spray like fuck, how many coats is it? It's literally just one coat. Spray one coat of this onto the head gasket on both sides, and I guess it just makes it tackier and makes it seal a little bit better. And this is an OEM gasket. It says it's up to OEM spec, but I don't know how much I trust this. So I'm gonna spray it with this, put that onto the head, and then get ready and attach the head. Literally all that's left after the head gasket is to put the head and then the head bolts and the head's attached, and that's literally it. And then my dumbass, in the last video, I put the cams in already, and I'm an idiot because I'm supposed to put the cams in last because I'm supposed to put in the head bolts. If I keep the cams in, I can't attach the head bolts. So I'm gonna take these cams off, put the head bolts on, and then retorque everything once everything's on the head. Let me get started on spraying this and attaching it onto the actual head. I got the head all strapped down. It looks like the head bolts are aligned inside the holes now. So now the next step is to torque down the head bolts in the correct sequence and in the correct steps. I think there's 3 steps. Hold on, let me pull up my phone. I know I got the notes in my phone right now, what to do. All right, so I don't even think you guys can see, but I'll put it on the screen right now. There's 3 torque steps. The first step is 15 foot-pounds. The second step is 35 foot-pounds. And then the last step is 59 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna do those 3. The pattern that you wanna follow is from the inside out. So I'm gonna do this bolt first, then this one, then this one, that one, and then come on this side, do this one, that one, this one, that one, that one. So that's the way I'm gonna torque them. I'm gonna do all 3 torque steps right now and get the head nice and torqued down. I also used a little bit of anti-seize on the tip of the bolts, just literally barely anything. I don't want it to fuck with the torque spec too much, so I just put a little bit of this because I remember when I took these head bolts out, it was ridiculously hard to remove. So hopefully this helps a bit when I remove them, if I ever have to remove them again. Damn, that shit is a lot, bro. There we go. The head is nice and torqued on. I already finished all torque specs. It's not going anywhere, so this is ready. I have to reinstall the cams and torque them down, so I'm gonna do that right now. I got the cams in. Let me show you guys the torque sequence and the pattern that you guys are supposed to torque them in. I'm gonna put the numbers on the screen right now on what way you guys should torque them. Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure you want to torque them from the outside in. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 2 torque steps and they're both in inch-pounds, so I'm gonna put them on the screen right now. And I'm gonna torque this down and make sure that everything is nice and torqued down. And then literally after that, the head will be installed and it should be ready to start putting the valve cover and then all the accessories. That's literally it. Cams are finally in. Literally the long block is basically completely assembled. Next thing I'm gonna work on is I'm gonna start working on the timing components because I can't put the valve cover on without working on the timing components. Before I go ahead and install the timing components to show you guys that, I have a really quick announcement that I want to talk to you guys about. So I have not told anyone about this. I've told like 2 or 3 people, I think, about what I plan on doing right now. But it's literally about to come into fruition any day now. So I just wanted to announce it here, especially in today's video, because we're finally getting the motor ready for the 240. I haven't driven this car in months. I can't wait to drive it. But if you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you guys know I have a clothing brand called September 7th. I don't work. I think I quit my job like 2 or 3 months ago. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't work. I focus on my clothing brand, and I'm trying to like focus on this YouTube channel and the things that I love, basically. So I know how to run a clothing brand like the back of my hand, so I decided that it was time to start a second clothing brand. That's why I'm here to announce I'm starting a second clothing brand. It's gonna be more car related, so it's gonna be based around this YouTube channel, and I don't want you guys to think about it as merch, because it's not merch. It is gonna be its own separate clothing brand. Don't think about it as merch for this YouTube channel, because I hate the term merch. Some YouTubers have merch and that's completely fine, no disrespect to them, but me actually caring about clothes and the quality of clothes, if you know me, you know I love cars and you know I love clothes. So this clothing brand is gonna be amazing quality, and I literally have the shirts ready. I'm gonna put one of the designs on the screen right now, and that's the only design I'm gonna show you guys, and that's just one of them. There's gonna be a second shirt and some stickers for the first drop. Yeah, I haven't told anyone about this. I've only told a handful of people, so right now I'm gonna put the name of the Instagram page right here on the screen. I think you guys are really gonna fuck with the name. It's called Stuck in Neutral, and I have big plans for it. It's gonna be amazing, and it's not gonna be merch, like I said. Like, it's gonna be its own clothing brand. I'm gonna be working on that separately, but it will be connected to this YouTube channel. I will be promoting it on here a lot, so if you guys are looking for a place to get cool shirts from, cool shirts, hoodies, pants, we're gonna make everything. I know how to run a clothing brand, so I'm gonna be making some crazy shit. Window banners, license plates, keychains, all that shit, anything you can name it. It's really close to dropping, so I just want to announce that real quick, especially on this video, because we're finally working on the 240. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting to finally start working on the motor, like actual work, to get it running. Really excited to announce this. I've been working on this clothing brand for, I'd say, 4 months now. I always knew I was gonna start a second clothing brand, but I was working on it slowly. I'm finally about to get it finished, and I can't wait to show you guys all the shit that I have planned. Go give the Instagram a follow. All right, I just wanted to make that quick announcement. Hope you guys are excited as I am. And now let's get back into getting this motor reassembled so I can drive this fucking car finally. I'm gonna get started on assembling everything on the timing side of the motor right here in the front, and I have everything laid out right here on the ground. I'm pretty sure this is everything I need, and yeah, I'm gonna just get everything timed, and hopefully it goes by smoothly, because I've never timed the motor, and this is the part I'm most worried about. So wish me luck. Hopefully it goes smoothly, but it looks pretty easy. I've seen videos about it. I've done my research, so hopefully it goes smoothly, and I don't know, we'll see. So as you guys can see, there's a little notch. There's a little dot right there on the idler sprocket, and then there's gonna be another one right here. I don't know how well you guys can see it. You'll see it when you do it on your car. And if you look at the chain, so each of these different colored chains have to sit on the tooth that has that gear on both sides. All right, next step is, now that I have the chain on there, it needs to be tension. There's 2 timing chain guides. I only have one. I had another one, but it broke. If you guys saw when I took apart the engine, you guys saw that the timing chain guide on this side of the motor was completely broken, and yeah, it was just destroyed. So this is all that I have left of it, so this is basically trash. I just kept it to show when I reassembled it. So I only have one timing chain guide on this side. This entire other side on this side was made out of plastic, this side's made out of metal, but I've heard most people, they just remove this one entirely, because I'm gonna run my motor without that timing chain guide on this side, hopefully. If I see that the slack is too much, I might go and just buy one to replace it right here. But this is gonna go inside this hole right there, put a bolt right there. This is gonna go like that, and then this timing chain guide is gonna put tension against this chain right here, and then you're gonna put your tensioner assembly in this area right there. The tensioner is literally just this. It just mounts to the block with these 2 bolts. It just pushes in this piston. Basically all this piston does is the tip of this piston, it hits this machine surface on the actual timing chain guide, and this is what gives your whole chain tension. So I'm gonna install these 2 parts right now, and the chain should be tension. Another quick tip that I'm gonna give you guys right now is, there's a little groove inside this piston. If you push this piston in, there's a little hole right here where my fingernail is, and I'm gonna put a paper clip or something in there, because if you push this all the way down, you can put a paper clip inside there, and it'll keep this whole thing compressed, and then you'll be able to attach it, and then you just take the paper clip out, and this piston will come out. But it won't shoot all the way out, because it's gonna be pushing against this like that. So this is literally how it's gonna go in the car. All right, let me show you guys what I got so far. I have these cam gears onto the actual cam. They're literally just flat on this side, and they just sit into the cam like this. These 3 gears are what the upper timing chain sits on, which is right here. I think I fucked up. Let me show you guys why. All right, so I thought I had everything timed, but my lobes are not on opposite ends of each other. They are on opposite ends of each other, but they're both pointing down, and I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be pointing literally completely like in a line like that. So I don't think I have it timed correctly. The thing that was throwing me off is there's only one multicolored chain link on here that you can really tell apart, and then there's this dark one right here, and then there's one other dark one down here. So I'm guessing that this one that's prominent is supposed to go on this dot right here of the idler sprocket. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna remove everything, and I'm gonna try and time everything again. I'm gonna put this colored one right here, and then maybe then the 2 darker ones will line up with the 2 cam gears. So I'm gonna try that again and see if the result is better. All right, there we go. Now I think I finally have it timed right. Let me show you guys. That dot is with the miscolored one, this dot is with the miscolored one, and then on the idler sprocket, the really miscolored one is on that dot. And the tension is perfect, and the camshafts are correct. So basically you just want the camshafts to be pointing in complete opposite directions. At first the tension was up here, so I moved the crankshaft a little bit by hand, and then I moved the tension from here over to this side, so that then I was able to put the tensioner right here. Now that everything's good, I have to start torquing everything. I have to torque this bolt this bolt. And I also have torque specs for the tensioners on this side, this right here. There's a torque spec for the guide bolt. There's another torque spec for this tensioner down here. I'm gonna do it each one by one, and I'm gonna put the torque spec on the screen as I do it. Alright, little update and a fucking problem. Edgar came through after work. Yeah, this shit is weird as fuck. I've been trying to time this car for the past hour, bro. I knew I was gonna have problems with this. This shit is confusing. Alright, let me show you guys what the problem that I'm having is. So you guys saw in the last clip, or like the last few clips, I timed it correctly. And with Edgar's help, I was trying to torque down the cam gear bolts, and that shit was crazy. It's like 120 something fucking foot-pounds. So we were focused on that. And either while we were torquing these, or when I was spinning the crankshaft manually, somehow the car fell out of timing. I'm gonna take everything off right now and just time it real quick. It shouldn't take too long. Hopefully I don't have to take out these fucking cam gear bolts. I don't think I have to though, but I think literally all I have to do is just remove the tensioners, this one, and then this guide right here, and then this tensioner down here, and I should be able to retime it real quick. So I'm gonna retime it and see what happens. Little update, I'm basically done for today. I didn't finish because of course something always comes up. Let me show you guys what came up today with this stupid ass motor. Alright, so like I said in the last clip, me and Edgar literally had to take everything off and retime the whole fucking motor again because it literally fell out of timing so bad. But now it's good. You can see this lobe is with this miscolored chain. This lobe is with this miscolored chain. The one in the back, I don't know if you guys can see, but the dot is with the miscolored chain. Down here, there's another dot all the way back there. That one lines up, and then this idler sprocket lines up with this one. So literally everything right now is perfect. If you look underneath the motor, pistons 2 and 3 are all the way at the bottom, and then pistons 4 and 1 are all the way at the top, which means it's in top dead center. So literally everything on the timing thing is perfect. And what I think that we fucked up on is when we were torquing these down, it was moving the cams a bit, and as you can see, there's still some tension right here. And I read on forums that people get rid of the timing chain guides. This is literally all that's left of my timing chain guide. If you guys saw the video I made on removing everything, you guys remember I found all those parts of fucking plastic in my oil pan. So this is from this. There's one big timing chain guide that goes in these two spots. This one right here only connects to one and the tensioner. And then right here, there's one that connects just straight to the block, and it doesn't move at all. It just stays there. And it basically keeps tension on the chain to keep it like this at all times. I've read on forums that people get rid of the timing chain guide, but I don't think it's this one that they get rid of. I think it's the one on this side right here, and then there's another one on top. I didn't even have the one on top, so that one probably broke for me as well. But I just saw a video, and the guy said that he removed this one and this top one because he doesn't need it, but he did install this side one, so I'm pretty sure I need it. And I'm pretty sure when the car was running, it had just this little piece right here just holding it. So I guess this was barely enough to keep the engine from blowing up, probably, huh? Yeah. Imagine. Maybe with just this piece right here, we would be able to torque it and it wouldn't skip out of gear. But literally, this little piece was probably the only thing keeping my fucking motor alive. All right, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and find this piece right here. And again, like always, the motor is gonna be on hold until I find that timing guide, because I don't feel comfortable torquing the fucking car without that, because then I'm scared it's gonna fall out of fucking timing how it did the first time. Once I get that part, I'll continue putting the front timing cover on and literally everything else, and finishing the motor once that piece comes in. So yeah, now I'm stuck. How long do you think this is gonna take to get the car? Like 2 weeks? Nah, I don't know. I don't even know where the fuck I could find that part. AutoZone doesn't have it in stock. Did they say they could order it? Yeah. Oh, they did? Okay. How much was it? Oh, alright, cool. Hopefully AutoZone has it. I'm gonna just buy that. I might buy the brake booster and all that other shit that I'm gonna need for the car ahead of time. Might as well. But yeah, I'll come back in once I get that last part, and then we'll finish the assembling the motor. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Like, shit, I don't know how many days it's been. It's been like 2 or 3 days maybe. I took the fucking weekend off basically. I'm here with fucking Tank and Pina. You ugly as hell. I should have everything I need to complete the engine today. Literally, the last final thing that might be kind of a mission is gonna be fucking this. The last final thing that's gonna be kind of a mission is like attaching this shit together, because as you guys saw when I took this off, it was literally a rat's nest of vacuum lines and just all this crazy shit. But I know I don't need half of it, so I need to simplify that. I have no idea how, but I'll figure it out. I have the valve cover gasket and all that shit, and the motor's right behind here. Damn, my shit already turned on. All right, let's get started. I don't know what the first thing I'm gonna do is. I think I'm gonna just put the valve cover on. I have to torque everything on the front because I got the front timing chain that I was missing in last video, so I finally got that part. Let me show you guys the parts I have today that I was waiting on. I have an oil filter. I have a brand new water pump right here. I have the right timing chain guide that I was missing. Putting this on, I should be able to torque everything in the front and it should be fine. After everything's torqued, it's literally all the easy shit. Attaching the timing cover with the gasket maker, the valve cover gasket, attaching the valve cover, and then the oil pan. And then the block should be assembled and it's just accessories. So let's get started with that. Let's see how long it takes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. It shouldn't. Smack the camera. Smack the camera.
Oh, this is small at the camera.
It's literally 5 minutes in and I already have my first problem of the day. This is a new guide that I ordered and it does look like it is the right one, but it's weird because these are the bolts I had on the OEM chain. And as you can see, it doesn't go all the way through, so I need to go buy new bolts. It's an easy fix. I just need to find the right bolt size that fits through here. I'm gonna head over to the store. I'm gonna find those 2 bolts and I'll come back when we're able to install the timing chain.
Peep that, 24. Rest in peace.
If you know, you know. Can't work on a motor on empty stomach.
Fact.
All right. 500 horsepower. And Home Depot bolts for the KA, fuck it. I'm gonna take these out, put Loctite, put them back on, and then this timing chain will be good. And then we're gonna start torquing everything, and then putting the front timing cover on with RTB and all that shit. So, Andrew, smack the camera with your titty.
Nah.
The new chain guide is in, the bolts are in. This one is like barely in. Honestly, I think it's good. I don't think it'll come off. I put hella Loctite on it, so hopefully it doesn't come off or I'm fucked. I'm gonna replace the front main seal. I think that the kit I got comes with a new front main seal, so I'm gonna replace this right now. Even though this one looks like it was replaced, it looks nice and fresh. But might as well change it because it's already out here. So I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna put the water pump onto the front timing cover as well. I'm gonna put this coolant pipe right here. And then once this is all assembled, I'm gonna just go on the back and I'm gonna just put some gasket maker. So I'm gonna just put silicone around the bolt, around everything, and then just basically RTV everything, and then it should be ready to attach to the block. All right, right now I'm working on getting all this assembled, and one quick tip is don't forget this little O-ring right here. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'm not even 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. It literally just sits there and it mates between your timing cover and the block, and if you forget this, you're literally gonna lose all oil pressure and your motor's gonna blow up as soon as you start it. So yeah, that's very important. Don't forget that. All right, so I just wanted to point that out because that's really important. Let's get on with the time lapse and get this all assembled and ready to make to the block.
Guys, quick little update. This fool Chris is going crazy looking for the damn.
I deadass lost the water pump bolt.
Water pump bolts.
I'm pretty sure they're M8 by 1.25 because I put one of the Home Depot bolts in and it threads in fine. I'm gonna just put this for now, leave it, and assemble the motor, and then later I could just put these bolts in later and torque them. I got this front timing cover, I think all done basically. I got the coolant pipe attached. It's not torqued down because I have to wait an hour for this gasket maker to dry up before I could torque it. The coolant pipe's on. I think I found the water pump bolts. They were with the valve. They were with the front timing cover bolts because I'm pretty sure I just took everything off that was on the timing cover and put them in the same bag. So I'm pretty sure it's these bolts. And now the only hard part is I have to go through all the front timing cover bolts and just figure out where they go. So what I'm doing is I'm putting them on the block already, and I measured this and just to make sure that they're gonna fit. Basically it's just trial and error, just trying to see which ones fit, like the lengthwise. Some of them are different diameters. Like you can see this hole's a lot smaller than that hole.
Tell them what you did, bro. Just show them, just show them. Y'all know what that is. He literally just explained it.
Bro, look, I have all the bolts inside these two.
Oh no.
I have to take the whole timing cover off, and I think I have to scrape the silicone off too. Or add more. Do as I say, not what I do. I literally said 5 minutes ago, don't forget this, my dumbass still forgot it. Ugh. Bro, fuck it, I'm gonna just put more silicone. God damn. Oh, that bitch cold. Oh. God damn.
Alright guys, we actually put it in right this time. Everything that we needed is in there. Hopefully.
All the bolts are in. I'm missing these 2 bolts. I'm not sure which ones they are. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come with the little, there's like a piece right here that sits on top of it or something, I don't know. But I'll figure that out later. Right now I'm gonna get started on attaching the top, and I'm gonna just do the same thing, try and fuck around with the bolts, see where it fits. And yeah, once this is on, it's valve cover and oil pan time. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the valve cover gasket on. It's literally easy, like the valve cover needs no RTV. Let me show you guys. I'll just do it right now.
Yeah, something's wrong. There's a hole here too.
I think this gasket is for a K24 on an S13. This is a motor from an S14, so I don't know if they have different valve covers. All right, I'm gonna do the oil pan right now, and while the oil pan's drying, I'm gonna go get the valve cover, finish the valve cover, and that should be it for today.
Factual. Schmeg it. Schmeg it.
My oil pan was hella dented here because the car is so fucking low. So I literally, like right now, it might fit. I was hitting this pickup tube. So what I did is I'm just banging out the inside. That should kind of flatten out, look. We're good, literally perfect. Yeah. It fits perfectly. All right, that's literally enough clearance. I literally banged it out because the pickup tube was hitting, and the oil pan was literally like kind of curved. I don't know how the fuck it was on before. I guess someone just forced it on, but I'm gonna put some RTV on the oil pan and a little bit on the block. Hopefully I have enough because I only have, this is literally all I have, the little piece right there. So hopefully that's enough. The oil pan gasket that I have, I guess it's for a S13K as well because that shit does not line up. If anyone needs that, hit me up, I'll give it to you for free. So I'm gonna just put RTV on both, attach it, hand tighten it, let it dry, and while it's drying, I'm gonna go to AutoZone and I'm gonna go pick up a new valve cover gasket so that today I can finally set up the whole motor. Bro, I didn't have enough gasket makers, so I had to use some of the one that came in the kit. So there's like 2 gasket makers in here, so I don't know how. This should work though. All right, we'll be back when we get the fucking valve cover and all that other shit. Hey, shout out the guy in AutoZone. I asked what his name was, but homie subscribe to the channel right now. Check it out though, we finally got it. I'm a dumbass. I fucking forgot that the motor's from my S14. I was supposed to ask for a 95 gasket instead of a 93, even though the 93 is for the dual cams in the S13s. The dual cams in the S14s have a different valve cover, so you learn something new every day. And it's blue. This shit might look tacky, like it might show up on the thing. I might just Sharpie it black or something, but all the silicone should be dry and we should be able to torque everything down. So I'm gonna just torque everything down, put the valve cover on, and we should be good for today. If you told a die-hard Mopar fan, he would choose a Urus.
You wildin'. Put a poll on your story right now. I won't put a poll right now.
Bro, you gonna have your grandma, your uncle, and your fucking dog vote on it. Yeah, in the comments below, I don't care if you've never commented on a video. I don't care, make this the first video you comment. If someone offered you for free a Trackhawk or a Lamborghini Urus, you can't resell it for money. You have to keep it for the rest of your life. What are you gonna get? Are you gonna get the Trackhawk or are you gonna get the Urus? I'm saying Urus, he's saying he'll get the fucking Trackhawk with his little ghetto ass. I love Trackhawks, but bro, no. There's no way you get an $80,000 SUV over a $200,000 Lamborghini. Comment down below what you'd pick. I've never needed your guys' opinion more than right now. We'll see you guys when we get home, bro. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Yes,
it's literally,
bro,
it's common logic,
bro. The Trackhawk's better.
A Lamborghini engineered SUV.
Fuck that Lamborghini, bro. The Lamborghini, the one that engineered the Lamborghini don't got ears, bro. You hit a Trackhawk, bro, you know how much torque that bitch has? Going in reverse, that shit throw you forward.
Stupid. Not your big ass, your shit planted as fuck. You be like, this is that bitch.
I'm gonna get one with
bro,
it.
Any car will not spin out with you in it, bro. All your vehicles got retarded traction. Buff ass. I can't work with these motherfuckers here, bro. Let me give you guys an update on everything I've done. This is gonna be it for today's video. This is gonna be it for fucking today.
Is better.
Shut up, dog. All right, literally the whole motor's back together. I just torqued down the, well, I didn't torque it down. The fucking forearms were all over the place, so I just did it hand tight. And I'm kind of pissed because the paint where all the bolts are kind of cracked. It cracked really bad on the top ones. The side ones aren't that bad, but literally, shut up, bro. Give me like 30 seconds.
Bro, Trackhawk is better.
Literally, everything's all put together. The only thing left for today is I'm literally just gonna go through and I'm gonna just torque everything right here. I'm gonna put the torque specs for everything literally on the screen right now, so pause it and it'll explain everything. If I can find it. If I can't, I'm gonna put a picture of Andrew next to the fucking thing. All that's left is the accessories, like the power steering, the alternator. Yeah, just a small shit like that. Damn, that shit looks good. I kind of don't like the blue. I might Sharpie this, I don't know. But damn, I can't wait to get this inside the fucking car. I always say shit and it never fucking works out as planned, but hopefully if I work every fucking day on this for like the next week, I should have it done by like next weekend. Running, or at least in the car for sure. The motor and the... All I need now to get the car running is to finish this motor and get the brake booster and the brake master cylinder, and that's literally it, and the car should be ready to run. And the wiring, of course. But all right, that's gonna be it for today's video. Next video, I'm gonna put on the accessories on it and put it inside the car because the accessories are gonna be quick. And yeah, it should be ready inside the fucking car. And it's just all small shit, small details, and then hopefully the car could be running by next week or by the end of the month for sure. All right, then thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support.
Comment Trackhawk
Trackhawk or Urius, and I'll see you guys next video. I'm not kidding, you guys need to comment on this video, bro. We've been arguing about it for like the past 2 hours. I've put a poll on my story and everything. Follow me on Instagram too if you guys had it. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
I stripped the